at 480-584-3675.
This is Coach Nate Holtz, former Doane College University linebacker and new head coach at Scottsdale Christian Academy Eagles. And you're listening to the JV Sports Show.
No Huddle kicks off your NFL Sunday with a bang. Catch the best pre- and post-game NFL show here on KDUS AM 1060. Sunday morning and in the afternoon, recapping the action.
It's always going to be old school Van Halen.
I love it. I love it, James. So you had the music this week, and but lately I've been on this Phil Collins kick. He's touring now. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
He's no, but get this. He's touring, and he had back surgery. So on his tour, he sits in a chair. So I want to have a job someday, as I get a little older, that I can sit in a chair and just, and people will still pay to
come see you.
To come see it. That is awesome. Phil Collins still touring. He's 68 years old.
Wow.
So anyway.
Amazing.
Welcome back to the JV Sports Show. We are joined by Coach Mike Nesbitt, I almost did it. Iowa University, Arizona, the Spirit, our old friend, Coach Nesbitt. Coach, are you there?
Yeah, what'd you do? Almost hang up on me there?
No, but you were about to hang up on us, so I almost had a little Freudian slip there on announcing you as the head coach of the other school. So welcome, Coach.
Look at you. Holy
I know
God.
it.
You guys have had too many pancakes this morning.
I just finished my stack. James is working on his omelet. So, Coach, thank you so much for joining us, man. How are you doing? How's the week been?
It was a fantastic week. Our guys practiced really well and got a little healthy and got some guys back and geared up again. And so it's an exciting time, ready to go.
Big win last week. You had him down pretty good in the first half and kind of put it on cruise control in the second half. Talk us through last week's win.
Yeah, really just the physicality of the game on both sides of the ball. Even in special teams, I was really excited just to see our kids step up and kind of face the challenge. Langston is a tough football team. They like to come, kind of push you around a little bit and try to beat you up. And, they've kind of been the bullies on the block a little bit in this conference. So it was neat to see our guys just embrace that and want to be part of that fight. And it was a lot of fun to be around.
Coach, what was the mood of the team after the win last week? It was a highly touted game. We've been kind of looking forward to that one for a long time, kind of a milestone win, if you will, for OUAZ, beating a defending conference champion in only your second year of existence. Talk about the mood. Did the team kind of feel like they had a little bit of a sense of accomplishment after that victory? Or I know you guys are still hungry for more, obviously.
Yeah, no, a lot of pride, a lot of pride. Our guys have been working hard, since we started this deal and being, way back, 2.5 years ago. And that win just, kind of just let everybody coaches and players, the assistants and everybody just really feel a sense of accomplishment and a sense of pride of hard work. A lot of times in athletics, especially in football, you don't really get to feel it all the time. You don't get to stop and kind of smell the roses a little bit. And it was neat. Those guys had a really good Saturday night and a good Sunday and just, kind of soaked it in a little bit. And then Sunday night about 8 o'clock after practice, we erased it and said, okay, let's get ready for those guys across town on that Sutherland campus.
Coach, so we're joined by a super fan of the week here at IHOP, and he was going to join us in asking you some tough questions here. So OUAZ, this guy's coming after you. He told us he had to drive down here this morning knowing that you were going to be on. A little disappointed you didn't make the drive down here yourself, but he's going to ask you some tough questions. So it's OUAZ Dean of Students Adam Boelter. Alan Boelter. Alan, so, all right. Thank you for joining us, Alan. You came here for breakfast with your family.
The thing you know about Alan is he doesn't miss a big win Monday for a free donut, and I guarantee you he doesn't miss a free pancake.
And I'll tell you, last Monday, I don't think the donuts ever tasted more sweet, Coach. That win and those donuts on Monday, that was the sweetest one for sure.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so Alan was kind enough to sit down with us here because obviously he works with you day to day, being the dean of students out there at OUAZ. Alan, what's the pulse of of just the community and of what's going on and what's building out at Ottawa.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, we just opened our new living area and our new eating student union piece, and so just having the kids on campus and being able to walk to the games, and I'm sure you guys saw it with the kids on the railings on the other side, watching over at the living area. It's just been great to create community and winning. That all helps too. So I think kids are real excited.
How do you get those seats up there? Those special reserve? I noticed that from way across there. Just
we're
a
have
beautiful
to think
view
about
from the
something.
patio out there. Maybe bolt some seats down out there.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think of something because that'll be a big seller.
Barbecue pit outside, as a little smoker or something
fridges,
there.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, so you guaranteed us a win this week. Tell us how you're going to get there. What have you seen on film with these guys? You like how I slipped that in there?
Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody guaranteed anything this week.
Whatever.
I just know our guys are going to show up, and they're going to show up and be prepared to play. They're excited for the game, and they know those guys across town are excited too, because those guys are still in the hunt. Those other guys across town are still in the hunt, and they still have a chance in the conference, and they could get in there and get after it and flip the race a little bit if they play well today. And so we know they're hungry, and we know Jeff's going to have them geared up. And so, for us, it's show up and do what we always talk about. Just show up and be physical and work hard, and then just kind of see what happens at the end of the game. And if we do that, we always like our chances about just being competitive. So.
Coach, what would you say to the OUAZ fans who obviously have been turning out in droves for the home games as you travel across the valley tonight to ACU out at Cactus High School? What do you say to those fans? You want to have them come along and fill up those stands?
Well, we need them. We need all the students. Alan has done a great job with getting students excited and getting the shuttle buses and things like that to, transport the students and getting some tickets for our kids and everything like that. But we just need people to get in their cars and drive down Bell Road and make the short trip and come watch these guys play on the road. I think if we can start getting that energy where the community, the people from Sun City and Surprise and those individuals that have kind of adopted our team and adopted our university, get in their cars and just come over and spend a Saturday night rooting for their local hometown team. And I think if we can keep getting that, then, we've created that college town environment that the city of Surprise was really looking for.
Alan, you see these kids on campus in a different light than Coach Nesbitt and his staff see them in practice, obviously. And I know Coach sees these guys around campus as well. But what would you say, talk to us a little bit about some of these kids on the team. It's a small community of students, so word spreads fast. If anybody so much as looks the wrong way, you're gonna find out about it. But what do you know about these kids on the team?
Yeah, first of all, I think Coach Nesbitt, his staff, that whole bit has been a joy to work with. He is student first. He's for that student, and I think that whole bit helps with what we're trying to do in residence life and build them up through our intramural programs or through the programming that we have there. I know last night we had like a haunted house type of thing, and so we're just trying to get them into the whole college experience. Football's daunting. It takes up a lot of time. There's a lot of stuff. So, we're there to support them, to help make sure that they're going to class, to make sure that they're getting their studies in and all of that. And it takes all those facets of the university to make that happen.
And so are they are they good kids? Are they kids that on and off the field, from what you've seen off the field, do they represent the spirit proudly?
Yeah. So my wife and I had the unique opportunity to live there while we were building we were building the dorm. So I got to know quite a few of them really, really well. And so, just like kid like Austin McCullough, and just to sit down with him and be able to talk with him. So we've lived, in the same community for about a year and a half, and Alema Collins. And those kids are some of the glue that really holds our campus together.
Yeah, you mentioned Austin McCullough and Alema Collins,
Love
among
those kids.
other natural leaders on that football team. And you could see that from the get-go. Just the first time I ever went out to practice and saw these guys, just the way they worked together and the way they talked with each other and respected each other, it's just a thing of beauty.
Yeah, and they're well-spoken. They think before they speak. I do some things at
I don't
high
even
schools.
do that.
No.
I do some things at high schools, and I bring Chris Ewings with me because he's just well-spoken and appreciative of what OUAZ has done for him, and the growth that kid's had in the last 2-3 years. I mean, it's been unbelievable.
Coach, you have a pretty good quarterback, obviously, in Austin McCullough, and you've got a pretty good second one named Jack Graham. And so Austin, it's as if he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders at times, but he's also a pretty happy-go-lucky kid. Just celebrated a birthday, and real proud of the success he's having and the support from his family also. How prominent will his role be in this team's success the rest of the way?
Well, I think he's crucial to it. How he plays and how he handles himself. We talked about that the other day. About being able to get the guys on defense excited to play for him and be excited to be part of it. And it's something that's just his growth has gotten better every day. Just kind of, it's hard to become that quarterback. Because you got to take the goods and you also got to take the bad, and you got to live with both, and you got to handle both the correct way. And I think that's what he's really done a good job of, and just improve that on a daily basis. And I don't know if he's got to carry the weight of the world. He's got a good defense. He's got a lot of good leaders on that side of the ball. He's got a good running back core that's behind him, and a real good offensive line. And so I think he's handled the pieces of the puzzle really well at this point for sure. And I don't, it's kind of funny to listen to Alan talk about him and his wife living with our students on campus. He spun it in a real positive way. I don't know if that was always being around 18 to 22-year-olds 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'd like to ask his wife that question.
Well, there's a reason we're not there this year, but we got some more help.
So Alan is the original RA, if you will, for OUAZ. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah,
that's right.
We have our original core of players in that first recruiting class. Alan could go down on our board as the original resident hall coordinator for sure. The original.
Definitely proud of it. And we also have two other RAs that are on the team. Tristan Shehorn helps us out in residence life, and Jalen Moore. Those guys both are leaders on our campus and help out with other students.
Two more leaders on the football team as well there, Tristan Shehorn. Coach, we talk about the offense all the time. Austin McCullough, a number of other weapons as well you have on offense, but this defense, I mean, you guys had Langston shut out into the fourth quarter of last week's ball game. Talk about those guys.
Defensively, our back end, our secondary, with Marta Berry and Juice and those kids and Amari Burks, they're just coming together. And Christian Wu, that core of four guys is just playing super right now. And, knock on wood, they can just keep doing it. And then the front, our front seven with our linebackers, Justin Barnett, Marcus Garcia, and those guys, and Rylan, and, they're just playing, they're fantastic right now. But the thing that's neat to see about those guys is we're getting 11 hats to the ball. And then they're just embracing being physical, and it's unnatural. It's unnatural for a guy to run in there and enjoy smacking guys and being physical at the point of contact and the whole deal. And they're just doing a fantastic job with it. And they're enjoying it. So I'm excited. I really enjoy watching our defense play. I think Coach Buffet and his staff and Coach Mosley and Coach Peterson and those guys have just done a fantastic job getting those guys excited about their jobs and embracing that struggle. It's hard to play defense in college football nowadays. And, they're embracing it with a good sense of passion and desire to do a good job. So it's fun to see.
Coach Nesbitt, thank you so much for joining us. Coach Mike Nesbitt, OUAZ Spirit Football, playing at Arizona Christian. The Firestorm tonight at Cactus High School, 7 p.m. kickoff, rivalry week. Coach, what's the over-under on whether you're going to get me in a headlock in the post-game interview again?
It's a really good chance tonight.
It's a good. The odds are pretty high, huh? Okay, all right. I got a couple of friends that are becoming sponsors of the show. They're called Goldberg and Osborne, so we'll have them come and give you a call here after the game. So anyway, thanks again for joining it, Coach.
Thanks,
we will be. Yep. Thanks,
You're
Alan.
welcome,
we will be back with the HJCAC report right after the break.
Don't forget tonight, Arizona Christian, OUAZ, 7 p.m., Cactus High School. Vince and I will be on the call. That one, OUAZspirit.com/listen. We'll be right back.
Find out the matchups and times of the best NFL games on Sundays